In Italy, they call him the heir to the throne. In England, they call him a machine. But in 2026, Sandro Tonali is something else. He's not just a midfielder, he's a tactical glitch, a player that doesn't make sense. When Newcastle paid £55 million for him, the world laughed. Too expensive, too risky, too overrated. But now, those same clubs are coming back with £100 million, not to watch him, to steal him. Manchester City, Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea. This isn't interest, this is a war, a bidding war for one midfielder. So the question is simple. What did they see that everyone else missed? Why is every top manager obsessed with him? Because today, we're not following the hype, we're breaking it down to understand why Sandro Tonali might be the missing piece of modern football. Let's kill the debate with numbers, because numbers don't lie. Against Manchester United, Tonali didn't just play well, he dominated. 7.7 rating, 53 touches, 5 key passes. But stats don't tell the full story. Look at this heat map. This isn't a midfielder, this is a system. From his own box to the opponent's 6-yard line, he's everywhere, running, fighting, controlling, non-stop. And then, the detail that changes everything. His long passes, 100% accuracy. In high-pressure games, that's not normal, that's elite. Because Tonali isn't just a destroyer, he's a creator, a deep-lying playmaker with the brain of a number 10. He sees spaces that don't exist, and in modern football, that is priceless. Imagine this, Manchester City without Rodri. No control, no balance, no soul. Sounds like a disaster, right? Pep Guardiola knows that. That's why he's searching for something very specific. Not a midfielder, a general. Someone who thinks like an Italian and fights like the Premier League. Sandro Tonali is exactly that. This isn't random interest. City's sporting director, Hugo Viana, has already made a decision. Tonali is the priority. A £190 million rebuild built around one idea, him. Because Tonali doesn't just pass, he controls the rhythm, the tempo, the chaos. 1 second, he wins the ball. The next, a 60-yard counterattack, already in motion. That's not a midfielder, that's a trigger. And here's the scary part. City are ready to offer players just to get him. Because under Pep, Tonali wouldn't just play, he would become the heartbeat of the Etihad. Now, switch sides. Manchester United, a club lost in transition. And soon, no Casemiro. Because the truth is, his time is over. So what do they need? Not a replacement, a new pulse. And once again, one name appears. Sandro Tonali, United's #1 target. But why him? Because he brings something this club has been missing for years. Grinta, raw, Italian, passion, mixed with elite quality. We've seen it already with Italy against Northern Ireland. He didn't just play, he carried. A goal, an assist, a performance that screamed leader. This is what United sees. A player who connects everything, defense to attack, chaos to control, and most importantly, a player who isn't afraid of the pressure, of the stage, of the moment. Because Old Trafford doesn't need talent, it needs belief. And Tonali, he might be the man to bring it back.
So now the real question begins. Will Newcastle sell? Simple answer, no. He's their crown jewel, contract until 2028, untouchable. But there's a catch, a hidden clause, a gentleman's agreement. If Newcastle fail to reach the Champions League, Tonali can leave. And that's when everything explodes. Chelsea are watching. After spending hundreds of millions, they still want more. If Enzo leaves, Tonali is the replacement. Arsenal, waiting in silence. ready to strike. City, already preparing the offer. United, desperate for a leader. This isn't a transfer. This is war. A poker game between giants. And the prize? The most complete midfielder in Europe. This is the reality. Sandro Tonali isn't just improving, he's evolving. Physical power, elite vision, leadership you can't teach. Whether he stays or leaves, one thing is certain. We are entering the Tonali era, and clubs know it. That's why they're ready to pay £100 million, because players like this don't exist anymore. So now, I ask you, if you were Pep Guardiola, would you pay £100 million for Tonali? Or is Manchester United the perfect home for his Italian soul?